Hi everyone, we're the Soul Sisters. I'm Janelee.
And I'm Sayra.
And today we're gonna talk about a topic that was suggested on Instagram when we asked for different topics that you guys are interested in listening to or learning more about. And that is about our relationship. We have known each other our whole lives. We're sisters, real sisters. We can start from the very beginning of time. And that's our childhood. So we got along, played a lot.
We fought.
We also fought a lot, like any normal sibling dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, it happens, you forget about it. At least for me, I know like being the younger sister, I would annoy her a lot. And I think my parents thought like, oh, you're the older one, you should know better. Let me reprimand you instead, and not really get to the bottom of what actually happened. I did feel like there was a little bit of friction in that sense. It's probably like when we were, 8? I was 8, you're probably like 10, 11.
We probably got along less growing up than we do now.
Yeah, and I think also, especially during the teenage years, I was not developed before she was developing before me, so I felt like she was hanging out more with our oldest sister. So then there was like, okay, I'm still a kid, so we're not really hanging out that much anymore. I think it was like once we got to college when we were both aware of we're sisters, we want to get along and we want to grow and learn and develop. So that's when the real effort started coming in. Us being me vegan, Sayra vegetarian hybrid, we had already a bond with that, you know. I think that really did bring us close together.
Also, like, we did a lot of things together. We did like church, Girl Scouts. That's what I like to call it. We used to go to church at some point. We did the Girl Scouts together. It's not called Girl Scouts, but if you know, you know.
It was in Spanish. They called them Los Aventureros, but there's different levels to it.
We also sang together at church. We played soccer together.
Yeah, we're 3 years apart, so we're not like too far apart in age where we couldn't do the same things. People would think we were twins, and I was always like, as a kid, I was like confused. I'm like,
Me too.
she's clearly bigger than me, and
And I look like burnt toast. She looked like white bread. How do we look like twins?
not burnt toast. You were wheat bread.
Oh, I look, no, burnt toast. But it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, now people are like, what? You guys are sisters?
Growing up together, we didn't have, like, I'm just gonna put it out there, we didn't have that much emotional intelligence to like know this is what I feel. Oh, I feel angry, I feel sad. I was a very angry child, so I didn't know how to express my anger. I was angry all the time. So growing up in an environment where emotions weren't really taught, and then later on relearning all of those things as a grown-up, and making the conscious decision to do that because you want a better relationship, which was my decision and decisions amongst me and Nelly. So that also comes with it, taking that, making that choice.
Also, I want to know, she called me Nelly. She never calls me Janelee. So Janelee is my government name.
Yes.
It's my legal name. But no one in my family calls me Janelee.
She goes by Nelly.
That's something else too, which is kind of interesting. I will continue on that note of emotional intelligence. We grew up in a chaotic household, I would say. Communication was a very big challenge growing up. So when we became conscious and we're like, okay, we should probably do something about this, we took it upon ourselves to go to courses, to read books, to do all the research so that we can be functional adults and talk to each other and tell each other how we feel and not have to feel like we're bottling up all these emotions and being passive aggressive to each other.
And get along.
Yeah.
And also that's proven by the blue zones.
If you haven't heard of the blue zones, it's pretty much areas around the world where people live the longest, and you might think, oh, they must eat really healthy. And yes, that's part of it. But these groups of people have a community. They have relationships. And these relationships are what really make people live longer. Being a health coach, being a holistic health coach, I learned relationships are so important. They're the biggest thing to your health, and more so than food and diet, because for example, in Italy, they eat pasta, they drink wine, they smoke tobacco, but they live long because of those relationships. All of that to say that relationships are really important, and we value them, and we learn that that is the most important thing in life. And I also want to do a shout out to Manny, because he's the one that actually asked for this topic to be talked about. And I love it so much. Thank you for even responding. And thank you for watching. If you got to the end of this video, you're the real one. Real OG, triple OG.
Thank you, Manny.
Thanks, Manny.
Till next time.
Bye, everyone. See ya.